everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel Learning Pocket. So in the previous video what we have seen, we are working on the front end part and we have added Navbar to the project. So let me show you. This is our Navbar which we are using from the Material UI. We are using Material UI for styling our front end part, right? So in this video we are going to add some text here or some links here so that we can navigate to different pages, and also we will be adding cards to display the data here, right? So let me quickly go to the code part, and I have started my server, and I'll go to the components and navbar.js. I'll now style my navbar, and I'll also give some text, right? So for text in Material UI we have one tag like typography, right? So I will use typography for text, and I'll lead Learning Pocket. Okay, Learning Pocket, and I'll make 2, 3, 4 and Learning Pocket. Then other is my AllJobs, right, for displaying all jobs and for adding the job, right? So add, and I'll delete this one. Also I have to include typography in this Material UI, right? So I'll write typography here, and I will get my text here right in the browser. So it is compiling right now. After compiling we'll see. Okay, so here these are the text, but we have to style this, right? So for styling we have in Material UI make styles, and I'll also have to give some styling to this. So I'll have to use const use style. This is a name, so that so I will use this name in this function. So I'll style here. So const use style is equals to make styles, and I'll give some styling here. So I'm using class component and class not component. Let's give it to header, and I'll use for background. Let me add one background, and background color is 111. Hash 111, right? Also I have to give colors to tabs, right? So let me quickly add a class component tabs, and I'll give it color of white, right? Color of hash FFF hex color. It is basically the hex color. 3 to yes, right? Color. Now let's give it a margin of right. Margin right of 16 pixels. We don't have to write pixels in this Material UI. We simply write 16. It considers as 16 pixel. We'll also write text decoration to be none, right? Text decoration to be none. Next we will need font size to be 16. Font size to be 16. Next we need background. Let me write background to be orange and 50%. Orange and 50%, right? Next is we are having a border radius. This to be 10 pixel, right? Next we have padding. Padding is of, let's suppose 2 pixel and 20 pixel. Now how to you add this? We have to simply here we will use const classes is equals to use style. That's it. And we have to write classes here in app bar. We will write classes of header, right? So class name is equals to classes dot header, right? And we will have to give classes of tabs to the typographies, right? So paste, and let me change it to tabs, and I'll simply copy this to every typography. Save it. It is giving some error. Okay, I have used semicolon here. I don't have to use semicolon right here. So I think this will compile perfectly, and let me quickly go to the browser after compiling. It might, okay, compiled successfully, and here you got the nav bar. Here you got the text that I have styled using this right? So this is our beautiful navbar. Now let's quickly add for showing all jobs, right? For showing all jobs, I'll quickly create a component, alljobs.js, right? And simply I have to display using cards, right? So I'll simply import card from material UI. I'll show you how to use cards in material. I'll simply open material UI and I'll click on get started, and in search I'll use card, and here are lots of card you can use from this material UI. This is a type of card, this is a type of card, this is a type of card using image. Also you have heart and share button, right? This is expansion button also, and this is one more card, this is one more card. You can simply use this code by using the show the source, right? So let me add cards. So I'll have to import some things, right? So first of all, I'll create a function for all jobs, all jobs, and I use return method, and I'll also have to import this or export default and all jobs, right? In this I'll use grid. Grid is what basically you want your website to be responsive. That is, if you want your website to open in desktop or in PC, then it will have some different UI. But if you open the same website in phone, then it will have different UI. So I am basically trying to make website responsive so that if you want to open in desktop, you don't have any difficulty. If you want to open it in phone, then you don't have any difficulty. So I am using grid for this, for giving the responsive form. If I show you the grid of material UI, then we can use grid row params interface. Basically these type of columns, you all have columns. So okay, so let me quickly add grid to this. So I'll just simply import grid tab here, right? So grid, and I'll close it. And in grid we have two. One is container, that is the parent, and another is item, to which I want to, let's suppose container is what basically the whole background in which I want to show the cards, and item is what one small card, that is item. Okay, so we have parent and item. So for parent we have to use container, and for item we have to use grid item. Okay, now we have some styling features, so that what we want using grid. So we have lg is equals to 12. I'll explain you in a bit. Let me write first. Lg is equals to 12, sm is equals to 12, and then medium is equals to 12, and access is equals to 12. Medium is equals to 12 and access is equals to 12, right? And this is it. I think I'm not getting any. So what is this? For large screen, we need to, for this card, for this grid, to occupy 12 space. Basically our whole window is divided into 12 parts. Okay, so I want for large screen to be to occupy 12 space, for small to be occupied 12 space, for medium to occupy 12 space, and for extra small to occupy 12 space. That's it. And for each child, for each item, I want to use item large is equals to 3, right? Large is equals to 3. I'll explain you in a bit, just as explained and medium is equals to 4, then small is equals to 12, small is equals to 12, and extra small is equals to 12, right? Extra small is equals to 12. Okay, so what my child is occupying, what the item is occupying in grid, or at large screen it will occupy a space of 3, at medium screen it will occupy a space of 4, at small screen it will occupy a space of 12, and extra small it will occupy a space of 12, right? So basically what, if my screen is large, then I'll get 4 cards, right? 3 into 4 is equals to 12 cards. On medium screen I'll get 3 cards, 4 into 3. On small screen I'll get only 1 card, and on extra small I'll only get 1 card, right? So okay, so next what we need is card. Okay, So for card, let me show you the code part. In code part, we have one card item and then card component, and for actions, for buttons, we have card actions. So simply just import these tags. So card, then card content, card content, right? And in card content, let me quickly add some typography, right? In typography, we have, let's suppose we create one box. Box is basically what? A type of division, right? That we use divs in normal HTML CSS, but in Material UI we have box. Simple. That is exactly what division do, right? In box, let me quickly add one more typography, and in this typography I'll use title. Title is, let's suppose, monstack, right? Currently I am using hard-coded data, but when we are using the API, but when we are using data from the MongoDB, we will replace this, right? So in this typography we will write title, and then we need one button, and that to be for delete, for edit and delete, right? So edit, and the next is for delete. So let me just quickly copy and paste, and this is for delete. I'll just do this styling in a minute. This is for edit and delete, right? And button needs to be variant of content and color, primary and secondary, right? So button needs to be variant of content and color is equals to primary, right? That's it for this. And size is equals to small. We can also add here size is equals to small. That's it. And for I'm copying the same for the delete one also. Control C, then Control V, and content color is equals to, let's suppose, secondary, or yes, I guess secondary, right? And size equals to small. That's it. Let me add one more. After typography, this typography, I'll simply add BR so that we have a line break, right? And I have added more BRs. I don't need these type of, I only need one. Okay, so I'll remove this. After that, we need typography for let's suppose item. This is basically what time of, let's suppose, 2 months, and I'll use this typography as text secondary. So color is equals to text secondary. That's it. And then we need one more for description. So I'll simply just copy paste this typography, and I'll paste this here, and this is for description. So this is a monstack job, and color is variant is equals to body2. Let's suppose I will remove this, and variant is equals to body2. That's it. And component is equals to p. What is the meaning of component is equals to p? This basically shows that this typography is similar to p tag in normal HTML CSS paragraph tag, right? So this is what p tag of Material UI, right? So after this typography, our card content ends. After that, we need some card actions, and in this card actions, I'll simply add one more button for that we have seen in the previous in the very first video for applying, right? So I'll simply write apply here, and let's suppose size is equals to a small, right? A small. Okay. And that's it for this. Now we will we will get many error because we have not imported card content, typography. Material UI parts will give the error. So let me just quickly import this from Material UI. So import what we need first, grid. First is grid, then card, then card content, right? Then we need button, we need box, we need typography, then card actions, then I think I have not missed anything. Yeah, I have not missed anything. Card actions, one more, I'll use make styles for styling, right? Make styles, that's it. And I think it won't give me any error. Let me just see on the screen. Okay, I have not okay, I have not given the route to the page. Let me just add it in the app.js, and after navbar I'll call all jobs, all jobs. Okay, and that's it. Card action is not defined. Card action, not card actions, it is card actions here. That's it. And let me just go to the browser, and here we have card, but we are getting error, card action is not defined. I think I have fixed this. Yeah, card action is not defined. Make styles is defined but never used. Okay, let me just refresh this, and we have got the card, but we have to do the styling part, right? So let me just quickly go to the style part. I have imported make style, so I'll have to use const use style, right? Const use style is equals to make styles, and I'll give it first class to be wrapper. Wrapper. Okay, wrapper of display flex, wrapper of display to be flex. What is this? I'll give this class, I'll give this class to be to this one, for this grid, right? So this container basically. So I'll give this a class name of classes dot wrapper. That's it. And for display flags, and then margin top I'll give to be of 70, let's suppose, and let's see what we have done. Classes is not okay, classes is not defined, so I have to use const classes is equals to use style. That's it. And let me just go to the browser and see the, okay, so we have got margin from top, and now we will use display flex in the child property, right? So let me just add one more class to be as of a component, and let me just I'll give this class to the card. So class name is equals to classes dot component, and then component I'll give some padding to be of, let's suppose, 10. Okay, padding to be of suppose 10. Then I'll need margin of 810, margin of 8 pixel comma 10 pixel, no comma not. Then we need background of, let's suppose, FFF, right? Let's check it out, and this is beautiful. I have got the background of white. Next we need actions. Actions to be of, let's suppose, a display flex, and then margin left to be auto. It will align itself according to margin left. If margin left is auto, then it will align it towards the end of right, auto. That's it. And I have to give the actions to my buttons, right? So I have to give actions, so I'll give classes actions to the box. Class name is equals to classes dot actions, right? Let me show you. This is aligned now. This is using the property of flex, right? So now let's go to actions. After actions we will have for title, for styling our title. So title, let me give you the margin of right, margin right to be auto, margin right, right, not margin right to be of auto. Next we have font size to be 16 and font size to be of 16, and then font size to be of 16, and then we have font weight, right? Font weight to be of, let's suppose, 600, right? And after that we will simply give styling to our buttons, that is edit and delete buttons. So in I'll give only margin of 5. That's it. Oh, I'm making a lot of mistakes. Margin of 5. That's it. And let me give a class name to this title. Class name is equals to classes dot title, and class name of edit to these buttons, right? So let me make it small and Control V. This is edit. I'll simply copy this and paste it and delete also. That's it. Let me show you. This is aligned perfectly fine. This is our description, this is our time, this is apply button, and this is the edit and delete button, right? So this is very awesome. This is fine. Okay, so and also if I show you the responsive part of this, so if I click on inspect element and if I make my screen to be small, it is occupying only one space, right? But if I have a lot of cards, let me add one more. Let me copy this one. Okay, so I simply copy this grid part and I'll paste it just below here. I have made mistake. So I've added 2 cards, and now if I'm making it small, it will occupy space of 1, right? So this is what we want in the responsive. Okay, so this is working awesome fine, and I hope you got what we have to do in this styling part. What we are left now, we have to make the UI of add button. If I want to add data, then what we have to do, right? So I'll style the add button in the very next video. If you find this video to be helpful, and if you like this video, just do hit the like button. If you face any difficulty in this part, or if any of the previous part, just comment down below. We will definitely be help you out there. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, do subscribe it and hit the bell notification to be on, and you will get the source code down below, just down below in the description. And just share the series or video with your friends so that they can also learn Mon stack from this channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.